Alright, YouTube. Alright, so I'm sorry, I'm loud in the motherfucker. We got another video for y'all. We finna do my first time car hopping, what happened in this situation, and what made me want to start car hopping in the first place. Now, at this time, I was probably about 16. I mean,
oh my fucking god.
What?
Everything just deleted out my fucking shopping cart.
Everything. I don't even feel like doing this shit no more.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, do another day.
No, I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh, okay. Alright, so like I was saying, what was I saying? This is the first time everybody just want to get a motherfucking way. This is the first time I car hopped, and what made me car hop in the first place. Now, at this time I was like 16. The daily thing was to try to hit a lick every day. That was the goal. Hit a lick every day, get something every day, no matter what it was. It could be a pair of shoes, it could be some shit in the mail. As long as we hit a lick that day, we did good. That's just how I was living at the time. That's how all of us was living, really. As long as we smoked and hit a lick, we were okay. But at this time, my homeboy, E, he had just went to jail because he was car hopping and shit. No, he wasn't car hopping. He was car hopping. I think he had found a gun or some shit, and they were looking for the gun. They found a whole bunch of other shit. They found a whole bunch of like shoes and all types of shit. Like, these niggas used to car hop for shoes on hood Jordans and shit, and used to sell them. That used to be the licks and shit. But at this time, I had just got on to the car hopping. You know, I'm new to the car hopping. Like, I'm brand new. I ain't really been doing this shit. I heard about it, but I ain't really been on this shit. And my homeboy Eli, damn, what just said his name? He went to jail for this shit. Fuck it, he was a car hopper at the time. He went to jail for this shit, and his little brother, he was telling me on how all the shit that him and his brother, like all the shit that they had got with the whoop. And he was saying that the nigga hit a lick. Now, this has been confirmed that the nigga hit a lick for like 10 bands, a motherfucking designer belt, like 2 designer belts, a pair of Jordans, a designer bag, and like, there's no telling what else they had in there. Like, they hit a lick for this shit, and I think Cuz went to jail for that shit as well, but that was on some whole other shit. But yeah, Cuz telling me about all the shit, and I'm like, damn, like, that shit, like, really, like, cause Cuz was fresh. This little nigga was fresh. Like, Cuz always had the designer belt, always had Jordans and shit, always dressed clean as fuck. You know, I'm like, damn, like, this young nigga, him and his brothers are really out here doing this shit for real, for real. So I'm like, okay, put me on, give me hip, you know what I'm saying? So Cuz was like, all you gotta do go out at a certain time, like 12 or 1, 3, around that time when, you know, everybody sleep, and, you know, just, you know, yank on the door handles. If it opens, it opens. If it don't, you know, you just lost. I mean, hopefully that bitch don't go off, but you can tell, like, on the window, usually it says that it has an alarm or not. So I was like, all right, bet. He's like, usually the back trunks and SUVs and shit like that. I'm like, okay, I'm hip. So that night, not that night, but a couple nights later, I was like, I'm about to try this shit. So I climbed out my balcony because we were on the second floor in these apartments that I was living in at the time. I climbed out my balcony. Out there. At this time, my mama was asleep. Everybody was asleep. You know, I got on the whole outfit. I got on the black clothes, the motherfucker, the backpack. You know, on some real stupid shit. Cause, you know, I didn't realize that the motherfucker, like, I was looking suspicious as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was low-key stupid, but I ain't gonna stunt. Did the shit. Damn, this is some gas. This is some gas. Let me motherfucker try. Shit. Alright, so, yeah, I got dressed, got the bag. And I went out I had hopped the fence and shit to these apartments that's like right by ours, but they're like more like townhouses. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
So the F?
Yep. But yeah, I jumped the fence, went to these townhouses, and I went on the first little strip when I ain't gonna start. And I was just gonna say, like, if I found some shit, then I was gonna keep going. If I didn't find no shit, then I was gonna call it a day and just say fuck it. So I go on the first little strip with the wood. It's a big ass strip, but you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of cars on this motherfucker. I go down the strip. I open the first car. Ain't shit in there. Like, the bitch locked. I'm looking around inside, like, the cars through the windows and shit, just trying to speed it out. Most people didn't have shit in there. If they did, it was, like, too messy and shit. I couldn't really see. I tried to go for, like, the nicer cars, but there wasn't really. All those bitches was locked. So I'm like, bro, how the fuck do these niggas be hitting licks? Like, none of these bitches are open. So I yank on this SUV. The back trunk, that bitch is open. So I lift that bitch up. I'm going through this. I got on gloves and shit because, you know, I ain't trying to leave no fingerprints. You know, at this point, I got my mask on all the way. So if I get caught, I'm doing a dash. You know, I'm fuck it on hood. Like, you ain't see my face. You know what I'm saying? So I'm masked up and shit. I'm looking through. I don't see shit but a motherfucking flashlight. The bitch was gonna clean. I'm like, okay, I'm finna keep this shit. Then I found, what else? I found some glasses in that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, these bitches, like how the motherfuckers, like, is this what car, like, is this most of the time you gonna get some bullshit? Like, cuz said, motherfuckers, they be finding shit every night. I'm like, bro, how you find shit every night and not get caught? Like, you was going through all these cars and ain't no alarm gonna go off, cuz, like, ain't no alarm. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all niggas getting lucky. Like, this nigga real deal found 10 bands, some Jordans, 2 designer belts, a fucking Louis Vuitton backpack. He had the little keychain. Like, he found a dope boy's car. Like, the nigga for real found a nigga stash. I don't know how he got that lucky, but a nigga did. Like, real talk. And it's not the first time I heard somebody hitting for some shit, car hopping. When I hit it, I didn't find shit. I just went back home. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm tired. I wasted my time for this bullshit. I'm not finna get caught trying to do some bullshit. I would just stick to my regular, you know, hitting licks type shit, you know, nugget niggas, you know, selling weed. I'm finna just stick to my shit, you know, hitting them, you know, hitting the mill, you know, doing shit, you know, my regular shit. I was gonna branch out and start car hopping. That was not my move. That was not my move. That was the last time I car hopped. The very last time. The first and the last time. That shit was not worth it for me at all. But yeah, that's my story time on the time that I used to car hop. One time. Because the shit was ass. I didn't find shit. Dude that got this little L dog and shit just so happy. Dude that look like he lonely. He look like he don't got no body. Alright, see say who back go game. I was fucking on.